The price of Monad is absolutely going crazy right now. A lot of you are obviously wondering if Monad is still a very good investment as of today. So, if you take a look at the current price of Monad, right, we are up by about 85% or rather 38% in the past 24 hours. And if we also take a look at the ecosystem of Monad, the meme coins are absolutely going crazy. Nad.fun, which happens to be the equivalent or rather a pump fund equivalent of Monad, is obviously doing absolutely crazy numbers. And we've seen a lot of reports. There's a lot of people who are obviously rooting for this ecosystem because it is a new, fun, faster blockchain. So now the question stands, is it going to be as explosive as Solana? Are we going to see parabolic rise just like we witnessed the price of BNB and its ecosystem do very well? In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the technical analysis and just basically overall sentiments as far as Monad is concerned. So if you guys are absolutely crazy, if you are ready, I almost say crazy. Because you gotta be crazy, especially investing in meme coins during this particular part of the season when everything is going down. So if you guys are absolutely ready, buckle up and let's jump into the technical analysis. First of all, in order for us to address the question if Monad is still a very good investment, we have to look at the numbers, the stats. Look at the market cap, 481 million US dollars with a fully diluted market cap valuation of about 4.4. So, in contrast, or rather in comparison to coins such as, let's say, for example, Solana. So let's take a look at Solana. Solana has got a market cap of around 76 billion US dollars with a fully diluted market cap valuation of 83 billion US dollars. So if you take a look at the stats in terms of the circulating supply and the total supply, there isn't much of a discrepancy. 559 million circulating supply in comparison to the total supply, which is 614 million. And of course, it has got an infinite maximum supply right over here. So now, if you have to consider this, Solana has pretty much, it has most of its circulating supply in the market, and this is one of the reasons we're not really seeing a very huge discrepancy between the market cap of Solana and the fully diluted market cap valuation. So what you want to look at, especially as an investor, is looking at these stark contrasts in the circulating supply versus the total market circulating supply and also the maximum supply. This is a very good opportunity right over here. Now let's go back to Monad and let's scrutinize it under the same lens. So if you take a look at the contrast between Monad and Solana, right, the market cap is only 481 million US dollars with a fully diluted market cap valuation of about 4.4 billion US dollars. Now take a look at the circulating supply in comparison to the total circulating supply. Okay, so you've got over 100 billion, which is a total supply, versus the current existing circulating supply, which is only 10.8 billion tokens in supply. Now this right over here is absolutely scary, and honestly, I do not really want to end up bag holding these tokens for the next coming 2 years, because there's obviously going to be like crazy inflation. The token release dates are going to be absolutely crazy, and we're going to see a sharp decline in the price. We have obviously seen such types of stats and such types of tokenomics with other projects such as Celestia, which is TIA. Look that up and you guys will understand what I'm talking about. So if you take a look at this, right, obviously this is not very sustainable, especially if you are bag holding right now and if you are investing for a long term. So what I would do if I were you, of course, not financial advice, is I would obviously wait for the prices, or rather the circulating supply, to dump into the ecosystem so that we can have that equilibrium, especially as far as price discovery is concerned. So this to me is already a red flag. But anyhow, let's talk about the hype. Let's talk about the amazing things that these guys are doing. So the question stands, will the hype always gradually rise, and will it sustain its momentum? Obviously, the existing current hype as far as Monad is concerned is due to the fact that it just got released. A lot of people received a lot of airdrops. They had a lot of good marketing campaigns, and they've got very good market makers at the moment. So this is not going to sustain itself for the next coming 6 months to about 2 years. So this is likely going to reach its pinnacle and then continue declining. And when that happens, my friend, my brother, you do not want to be holding Monad, because the decline is going to be a very long, prolonged one until we reach a very good equilibrium between the circulating supply and the total supply. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, now let's talk about the amazing things that is happening right now. So if you take a look at this, right, people are having very good bullish sentiments, because there are some on-chain data which is beginning to give us very good stats as far as the ecosystem is concerned. So now let's take a look at this. So on November 26th, according to GN monitoring, due to the continuous rise of MON, this morning an active trading part of the Monads chains meme coins like Nads, Moncock, etc. hit new all-time highs. Among them, Nads market capitalization briefly exceeded $3 million this morning and firmly held the top position. The current top 3 meme coins by market capitalization are Nads. The market capitalization is currently reported to be 2.4 million with a 100% increase in the last 24 hours, and the current price is approximately around under a cent. Moncock, the second market capitalization, is currently reported to be $880 with a 291 increase in the last 24 hours. So basically, if you go to nad.fun, which is the equivalent of pump.fun, we are seeing such types of coins like Nads. Right now the current market cap is around $2 million. So let me just click on it, and then you guys are going to be able to see it. So we've got a liquidity of around 155k with a fully diluted market valuation of around $2 million. So if you take a look at these stats, right, somebody who's been trading meme coins religiously, I'm not really impressed by this, because if you look at the number of holders, this is a very minimal number of holders for such a high market cap. So these are pretty much figures that are not going to be sustainable, and we're going to see a decrease in price. Then we also have the next one, which is obviously Moncock, and this one is around roughly 611. So the other good meme coin is HogDog right over here. So this one is around $1 million. So basically the ecosystem is quite new, and it's an upcoming ecosystem. So is this going to be sustainable? Right now Monad is having its highest attention. As it stands, the market is giving it so much attention. So with all this attention going on, the only highest meme coin that we have received so far is worth $2 million in terms of its market capitalization. So that right over here tells you how realistic the sentiments are, especially when it comes to the actual Monad ecosystem. One thing that you have to understand is in order for Solana to have built the community that it has, right, it took a very long period of time, and it took consistency. It consistently built its ecosystem, its community, and there has been projects that have been so valuable within the Solana ecosystem that it just automatically sustains the overall ecosystem. So artificially inflating meme coins and sentiments is not really going to be a durable lasting solution. And this is one of the reasons why do not judge Monad by today's pumps. Just because the past 2 days have been very bullish for Monad doesn't mean it's going to keep its momentum. And this is one of the reasons why, if you want to get rich off of investing in meme coins and just basically altcoins or cryptocurrencies, you have to have a pessimistic demeanor. Once you have a very good pessimistic demeanor, right, you're going to be giving a lot of these blockchains, a lot of these upcoming or new projects, the benefit of doubt. You're going to have to give them time to prove themselves. And this is one of the reasons why it's really a tough environment to survive, and it's obviously way tougher as an investor because there's a lot of potentially seemingly good investments that you can put your money in, but eventually you end up losing money. So what are my plans as far as Monad is concerned right now? I mean, I'm going to ride the hype since it just got released like a few days ago. We probably have like a few good, you know, 2 to about 7 days of very good hype, and then everything is going to be downhill from here. So I'm going to be selling all my trades. I'm going to be getting out of my positions. Anyhow, before we talk about all the other remaining stuff, let's take a look at the actual numbers, because people lie, numbers do not. So now let's do a little bit of technical analysis. As far as Monad is concerned, right, we recently had a local lowest level. So we dropped as low as under close to 2.5 cents, roughly slightly under 2.5 cents. This is our lowest position right over here, and ever since that we obviously ended up bouncing, and honestly I really believe this level right under 5 cents is like heavy resistance. The reason why I'm saying this is heavy resistance is we saw a lot of people who received the airdrop offload a lot of the tokens, and this is one of the reasons why we have a point of control. So this red line that you are seeing right now is a point of control, and this is obviously the ultimate first barrier of resistance, or first level of resistance. If we sort of do this and then we propel towards the upside and reach as high as 7 cents or above 6 cents, that's going to be a very good sign. So right now I'm really observing to see what the price is going to do at this level, because the 5 cent level is heavy resistance. So we're looking forward to seeing the price break above this level. If it does break above this level, the next level of resistance that we have is roughly close to 7 cents. So what I'm trying to say is I would love to see the price of Monad trade above 7 cents. If it trades above 7 cents, right, then we also have, these sets of resistance right over here. It's going to sort of propel the price to go up high. Now, the question stands, how realistic is it that we're going to see another crazy rise above this particular resistance? So let me just, with a demarcation, show you what I'm talking about. So let's get a rectangle. This amount of resistance is heavy. What does it take for the price to go above? Number one, the airdrop holders, the airdrop recipients do not need to sell. Number two, the team does not need to offload markets into the ecosystem. The latter has obviously already occurred. The team is already selling. So you guys go into the Monad wallets and just basically see what the team has been doing. They've been offloading a lot of Monad tokens from the treasury into the ecosystem. So obviously that is creating a lot of pressure. The pressure that we saw right over here is pressure coming through by the team selling from the treasury, and this is going to continue. It has been happening. So right now there's actually heavy selling from the treasury, and this is going to give us more pressure towards the downside. So what I'm trying to look forward to is the price using 7 cents as support. If we build up a lot of support right over here, we're obviously going to push up and see higher prices. But the question stands, how realistic is that if the price of Bitcoin is going to drop? So I'm expecting the price of Bitcoin to hit 75,000 US dollars. Right now we're currently at 86,000 US dollars. So obviously in the next 72 to about 48 hours, we're going to see more downside. If that happens, everything drops. The price of Monad is also going to drop. So if you didn't really get in around these levels, if you didn't receive the airdrop, you're better off waiting for the price at least to come to come back down below 3 cents. If you are able to get in below 3 cents, observe and see how the price is going to react to this level and how the price of Bitcoin is going to affect it, and then you can just sort of get in to wait for that retest close to 5 cents. If we're going to have enough momentum, we're going to break and go to 7 cents. If not, we're going to come back down, and there she goes down. So yeah, that's all I had for you. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your plan as far as Monad is concerned? Do you believe in the ecosystem? Honestly, do we even need another blockchain at this particular moment? Yes, I understand the technology could be slightly different, but as far as I'm concerned, it just uses the BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance protocol, which is obviously somewhat superior from these other protocols, which obviously gives us more security, more transparency, more transaction throughput. So yeah, we get it. But the thing is, do we honestly need another blockchain? Do we need another meme coin ecosystem? Please let me know in the comment section below. And what are your exit plans from now to the next 6 months to about the next 5 years as far as Monad is concerned? And if you also have some other secret insights as far as the bullishness of Monad to come in the future, please let us know. Let us know why you are going to be investing, holding in, or rather investing and holding the Monad token, or the being part of the Monad ecosystem as far as that is concerned. That's all I had for you. My name is Muna, aka Crypto Hype, aka Beyond 10x. I will see you in the next episode.